This training video is about using Google Slides. Wikipedia has a definition of what presentation software is. Basically, they are designed to replace the old style projectors. In other words, they provide a way to display information in a slideshow. So, when we talk about presentation software, just think slideshows with graphical abilities and the ability to insert video and animation. Google Slides is an online web-based presentation program which can be accessed from any computer with an internet connection and a full-featured web browser. There are also apps for your smartphones and tablets which can be installed and used to access your documents. However, this tutorial will be about the computer web-based version only. One final point. Since it is an online presentation program, what happens if you give a presentation when you're not connected to the internet? What would you do then? The answer is very simple. You must enable offline sync in Drive settings, and then you can run your slides without Wi-Fi. Google has provided a comprehensive learning center to walk you through each of the steps of using Google Slides. You can click on the link below this video, or search G Suite Learning Center in the search bar, or you can search for YouTube and find literally thousands of videos. To get to Google Slides, the first thing you need to do is log into your Faith Church or Faith Prepped email. Now that's loaded, you click on the tic-tac-toe in the upper right, and you select Drive. Now the drive's loaded, you click on the New button, and you can upload a previous presentation, such as Microsoft PowerPoint, or you just go down here and click Google Slides. So here's a presentation I was working on. I'm just going to go through a very unscripted walkthrough of the areas. So let's go across the top. Of course, you have the title of your presentation, and if you just click on this, you can simply change it. Here's where you add a new slide, or you can add a new slide with a layout. Obviously, here's your print key. Here's your undo, your redo. Here's your background if you want to change your slide background. You can just change that to a different color if you wanted. Here's the slide layout. If you wanted to, you could add a slide and change the layout so you have different layout types. Here's where I can select themes. If I want to, I could change the slide's theme. Let's say I wanted this theme. You're going to see applied that theme to all my slides here. And this button right here is the transition. If I wanted to, I could change the transition of how this slide enters or exits. So let's say I wanted to say slide in from the right. I could actually play this, and you'll see how it slides in from the right. So across the top here, here's my file button. If I hit file, I can share this with other people. I can create a new presentation. I can open, I can rename it, I can make copies, I can trash it, I can print it, I can check out the document details, I can email this to work with a collaborator. Here's my edit dropdown, undo, redo, paste. I could paste data into it without formatting. I can select all my items, I can select none of them, I can do a find and replace. Here's my view. This is interesting. This is where I actually go into the presentation part. If I want to, I could actually start my presentation. And I hit escape to come out of it. Here's my different views. If I want to, I could view it at 50%, at 100%, or 200%. If I did it at 50%, you see how it's small. If I viewed it at 200%, you see how the slide editing is very large. What I recommend is selecting fit, so it fits into whatever size screen I'm working with. This is here where I show my speaker notes at the bottom. If I wanted to, I can turn those off and on. Here's where I can turn on compact controls if I wanted to. My menu is compact, or I can expand it again. The next drop down for slide, if I wanted to, I could add a new slide. I could duplicate my existing slide or delete slides. We've already talked about this, changing the background colors, applying different layouts, changing the theme, change the transition, edit the master, move slide up, down. You can also take slides and move them up and down by just dragging them around here, like this. One thing in the view is adding animations. If I want to, I turn this on. Here's my animations. So let's take a look at this slide. If I wanted to, I could add a piece of animation to this. I could say for this guy, I want you to fly in from the bottom when I click. So when I go to play this animation, this is what it looks like. Here's my format bar. You see how everything is grayed out? Once I get into text, if I click format, this allows me to change things. I can change the text color, the font size. Here's arrangement. If I want to, I could say this object that I'm clicking on, I want you to arrange it to the center on the page. And it will do that. Center horizontally. Here's tools. If I want to, I could check spelling. I could do explore and insert items. So let's say this looks like a brain. So if I want to, I could say thought, images, I could actually replace this item by inserting this. Also underneath tools, so if I wanted to, I could do speech to text, voice type speaker notes. I'm going to go down here. I'm going to turn on my little speaker. To be or not to be? That is the question. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog's back. And you can see, converted it to text for me nicely at the bottom. And of course there's online help. If you need any help with any of the Google Slides, you just click here and actually type the text, or you can go into Slides Help. Up at the top here in the upper right hand corner, if I want to, I can present this. You see if I have speaker notes, they actually show up here. So if you have two screens, you actually take these speaker notes and put them on another screen. And here's comments. If I wanted to, I could add comments to this, and if I was working with other people in collaboration, we could see each other's comments about individual items or slides. On the left hand side, let's go over to the slides area. Here's how I select my different slides. If I wanted to, I can move these slides around, drag this down to here, drag that one up to there. If I right mouse click, I can duplicate this slide. See how the slide duplicates? Now I have two slides. Here's where I scroll up and down. Then across the bottom is my presentation notes. This allows you to have full formatting if you wanted to. You could make certain things bold if you're in the middle of the presentation, you were looking at your notes. Because the best way to learn how to use Google Slides is just to start using it. When it comes to moving things around, here's a couple features I like. If I take this image and I move it up and down, you see how this red line appears? That tells me it's in line with this one here. Or if you see the red line appears down at the bottom, that tells me it's in line. This is a nice way to let me know if my objects are lined up. Once I grab these objects, I can shrink them. I can change my font size if I wanted to being 18, let's make it only 14, and I can italicize it. So it's pretty easy using Google Slides. It's a very easy program, and it's highly functional. We hope this video has helped you with Google Slides. Be sure to check out the other tutorials for each of the apps. Of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to call or email me at questions@faithprep.cc. Thanks, and God bless.